Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Frostpunk the Arcs. Okay, so we're doing a pretty decent job, I think, so far. We've got we have plenty of steel coming our way. We've got coal for, well, the generator, and so far we have not lost any of our arcs. So I'm fairly happy with that. So at the moment, we're kind of micromanaging some of our illness. It's almost time for people to get back to work, but you know what? He's not going to get back today. So you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and reduce over here and see, where could we put these guys? Where is a workplace? So at the moment, yeah, these are chilly. We could bring them up to livable if we put them elsewhere. We do have that. What have we got here? That workshop is up and running. Oh, that's right. That's got a 24-hour shift. That'll be there soon. We're not going to make another automaton. We're out of steam cores at the moment. So maybe we go for a bit of timber. Yeah, I think that should be fine. So let's go ahead and reduce that down to one person. We'll go ahead and start working on this. What have we got? Hang on a second. Oh, we have an automaton out there. Oh. You know what then? Let's go ahead and send you out to the coal mine for now. And we'll turn that heater on so it stays a little bit warm. That should help our decay at the moment. Because at this stage, we don't have any of our automatons out here. It's more important that we are working on some other bits and pieces. So we're going to do that. At the moment, we are working on our steam hub, so that will be good for looking after our arcs. I think we're going to be able to pop one about here and get these two if we get the range upgrade. And then we're going to put one over here, and so that way we can turn off those heaters and be a little bit more efficient with our heat, as well as making sure that we have produced a decent amount. Alright, well, the frost is here, so let's go ahead and turn those heaters on. As you'll see, they do have a timer, so if we do have that run out, we are going to lose at least one. But the good news is we got to all of them, so we're not going to have any problems there. This will increase our coal, but again, increase our coal output. Not output? Yes. Either way, we'll burn through it a little bit quicker, but that's no real big deal. We can introduce a new law, so let's go ahead and have a bit of a think. I'm gonna go towards our public house. This will give us moonshine afterwards, which will mean that our soup will cause less discontent. And I think that that is pretty decent. So let's go ahead and sign that into law. And we will build this around here, because we're gonna have a steam core around there anyways. So again, if we can make the most of it, we may as well. Alright, so it does look like we have a couple of people ready to work. That's good, I suppose. Let's see, how are our scouts doing? They're almost at the next location. Yeah. In 6 hours, we're going to get some more steam cores and some more steel. That'll be nice. And in 30 minutes, they will arrive at the next location. So, steam hub. Let's see, how big is the... Yeah, we could pop one in right there, and that will already hit both of them. That would be nice. We can go ahead and put that over there as well. Let's just make sure that it does have all of those buildings being tagged. Yeah, let's go ahead and chuck that there. You know what, at the moment it's 1 coal each, so that's a total of 2 coal per hour. This would cost us 3. So right now isn't the necessity. So yeah, I think we'll just leave things there for now. And then, hang on, let's just double check. What's the temperature out here? Chilly? Yeah. You know what? It is what it is. We'll just, we'll let you stay there. Let's also go ahead and make sure that we get a new tech up and running, though, of course. We're going to need... temperature goes up tomorrow and then goes back down the day after, so we have 48 hours. Alright, and we should be firing off our 24-hour shift as it's the beginning of a new workday. Always got to make sure that we're balancing that out right. And then... let's see, what do we want? Better steam steelworks wouldn't be bad. We'll need a lot of that. Cookhouse insulation, hothouse insulation, both of those could be nice. But I think... 10% less coal, that's nice. We could go for some range, but again, I don't think the range is really an issue in this scenario here, especially now that we've got the steam hubs. So... let's see, what could we do? We don't need more coal at this stage. I think... we could work on the steam steelworks. I think that's probably where we're going to go. Either that or the hothouse insulation, something along those lines. Hothouse, infirmary. Let's make sure that infirmary stays as warm as possible. Yeah, cookhouse. Do we have anyone working there? No, we don't. So let's turn off that heater there. Although that's not dropping, so I'm assuming... yeah, I'm assuming that will only get warm if there's actually people stationed there. So you know what? Let's just leave that there. Let's check our economy. We should probably have a rough idea. So at the moment, we're getting about 124 steel. Yeah, that efficiency needs to go upwards. Okay, well then, if that is the case, I think we can leave the hothouse. We can leave the cookhouse as well. That's not going to be an issue right at this stage. Resources. I think we go for the steam steelworks. And then after that, we're going to go... I think we're going to go for the next level with the mechanical calculators. Try and get some better automaton integration. Yeah, if we're going to have them up and running, we need them to be able to do what they do. So let's go ahead and pick up the steam steelworks. That'll cost us 9 hours. However, because we have 2, that'll take us about 9 hours. Maybe people are still rocking up to work. No? Oh well, I guess it's just not quite able to show its efficiency at this stage, but that's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and check in on those scouts. They have made it to the industrial ruins. This building was destroyed by a powerful avalanche. Its interiors are filled with snow, but we should still be able to retrieve some resources. Coal and steel. Let's explore. Buried alive. We discover a bounty of resources as we dig through the snow. Sadly, that's not all we find. An avalanche killed everyone who worked here. Their corpses have been frozen solid. The relatively light clothes and the insignia of Her Majesty's Prospector Corps suggest that they were explorers sent north to look for suitable places for generators during the onset of the Great Winter. Maybe it's for the best that they weren't there to witness the fall of the Empire. Ouch. Alright, well, you know what? 200 coal's not bad. Neither is the extra 130 steel. That is good. And that seems to be all that is out. So I guess we're going to go ahead and send them back to base. There's no point in wasting those potential resources. Yeah, I would have thought that maybe there's a bit more for us to search, but at the same time too, yeah, at least we'll have a little bit of extra manpower lying around here so we can get things done a bit quicker. Or at least that is the idea. Alright, so you know what? We will need some citizens at the public house. Apparently workers and engineers are available. That being said though, I'm guessing we only have engineers, so unless we find survivors, which I find improbable, we should be, yeah, finding some people. Alright, what have we got here? The search for steam cores. Captain, we've run out of steam cores. We know that there are some industrial ruins to the north and south. We might find more steam cores there. I see. Okay, so north and south. Well, okie dokie. Autonomous City. We have 18 days left for this. Okay, so, and 3 days left for a public house. Okay, well, the public house is going up for sure. That is no big deal. We need to employ at least 2 automatons in the coal industry. Okay, so I'm guessing we need to build up a couple more automatons. We'll have 3. I think we can probably go for, let's see, 1 in steel, 1 on wood. That is fine. That gives us an extra 1 here, which we could put over to the hothouse. And then from there on, we need 2 more automatons for this autonomous city to be completed. Okay, so... actually, you know what? Maybe... ooh. Oh no, we've just discovered a few more locations. Okay, you know what? That's really good. Whereabouts are they? Over here. Okay, you know what? We're going to send you to Mist Valley. That's where you're going to go. You're going to drop off, and then you're going to head out over there to the South Pass. Okay. That is convenient. So that means... okay. Because I was about to say, if we only have 3, we're going to need that wall drill, and I'm pretty sure that's going to cost us a steam core, and that would be 1 too many for us to do this, and I don't really want to rely upon sawmills to make sure that we have that autonomous city... make sure we have that autonomous city objective completed. So, yeah, the fact that we now have a couple more locations, that is most ideal. Alright, let's see what else is going on here. You guys are working fairly well. Yeah, what's going on? Oh dear. Please don't tell me someone's... oh no, the automaton project. Oh, fantastic. Okay, a huge success. So the automaton project is complete. Automatons can now be produced at lower cost and used in medical facilities. We learn to modify the automatons with precision attachments, allowing them to work on the most fragile thing we know of, the human body. It also turns out we can remove some non-essential parts. Well done. So, automatons can be used at medical facilities, and the cost of automatons falls by 5%. Excellent. Okay, well that's nice. That'll save us a little bit, and that should... no, we're still stuck with the 3 automatons that we have. So... yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, we'll keep that up and running for now. It just is what it is. Hopefully we can pass that moonshine soon. Those 3 steam cores are excellent. We'll go and send them out to the South Pass. 18 hours. That's a bit of a hike, but hopefully there's more. Yeah, we should be good. I feel like we should be doing perfectly fine. Yeah, we do want to set up that wall drill though, so we will need to do that at some point. Whether it's worth doing that just yet, or whether it's worth just dealing with these sawmills, I do not know. Okay, so that is the Steam Steelworks researched. Let's go ahead and get those upgrades ASAP. We can easily afford those. Those automatons should build their own upgrades, so that is fine. Tech-wise, we can go... again, that wall drill isn't necessary right now, but we do need to make sure we get that. It's only going to cost us 8 hours. I think in the meantime, let's go for something slightly more important, like those mechanical calculators. Yeah, then we can work on the integration, streamlined, and then maybe auto integration, something along those lines. We don't need those extra scouts right now, but it's not a bad idea. And then, yeah, I think that'll get us through. So let's go ahead and get those mechanical calculators up and running. We have the resources by the slimmest of margins, and that's all it needs to be, but that will be very handy for us. All right, so let's see. Anything else going on? Nothing too crazy.
End of shift.
End of shift, that's nice. Let's go ahead and, you know what? We're going to recall you and send you to the pub. Alright, Hope Rises, because that is up and running. Or at least I think it should be, yeah. Do we need the... actually, no, we may not need the heater at this stage. Although we may want to do it anyway. This steam hub's about to be finished, so that means... are you on 24 hours a day? Yes, you are, so... let's check on in. Everybody's nice and toasty. We can turn off those heaters. That's fantastic. Everything's livable that requires us, and nothing's going to freeze in the arcs, so that is all that I care about. I think, let's see, this will go back up to -30, then it'll go down to -40, back to where we are, and then down 2 more drops. So with that steam hub, let's see. Yeah, once we turn that heater back on, that'll be fine. Either that or we can crank it up a notch. Either way, I think we'll be fine. It does say we have 21 hours left of coal. That is true. I guess we are, yeah, since those heaters are no longer being... Yeah, that kind of was saving us a bit, but I guess that's going to be fine. How about... We should send an automaton, I think. I do like having all of this extra steel, but at the same time, too, it is probably within our interests to make sure that we have some coal coming on in. Maybe... What do we want? Yeah, maybe we send him away from the steam steelworks for now and we chuck them on the coal. Probably not the worst idea. And then, yeah, that's the Book of Laws. Let's go ahead and pass that moonshine. Yeah, every meal slightly lowers discontent and eating soup causes less discontent. So I hope that's a stacking modifier. So let's go ahead and pass just that. That'll keep everybody happy.
New law in the city.
We're going to go ahead and... Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and reclaim you for now. We're going to send you out to that coal mine. That is what it is. We'll start working on that. That will deal with our coal storage issues. Actually, you know what? We also wanted to pick up those research depots too if we wanted. Yeah, so over in resources, we did look at the resource depot upgrade. That would be rather helpful for having a better cap. And that wouldn't be a bad idea. Although these steam coal mines also cost us extra steam cores. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping we find more steam cores because we're going to need them for certain. For now, I think we can probably bounce around with some of our industry and make sure that we don't fall too far behind. So if that is going to be the case, do we want to save ourselves stuff, or do we go for better integration immediately? You know what? I think this extra 10% is going to pay massive dividends over the length of this run. So yeah, we'll grab that integration because again, that's 10% better for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with those things. So yeah, that's going to be important. And then from there, we'll then go ahead and fix up those depots. We do have extra coal piles that we can call from if we so desire. Do we have sick people? Patients, 0. I guess they're working their way towards the infirmary. Yeah, that's, yeah, hopefully they get better soon. And then, what else can we do? Gotta figure this out. Surely there's a way. Oh, either way, makes no difference. These guys have arrived at the Misty Valley, so let's see what's going on there. The air here is still. The trail ahead disappears in a milky haze. Even in the middle of the day, it feels like twilight. Steel and coal. Okay. Let's search. A narrow path we were investigating led onto a large flat landscape. The snowy plains we have discovered seem promising. We've already observed a dozen places worth exploring. This site's discovered barren hollow. Alright. We'll take the resources that we already have and we will scout the plains. Yeah, heading in that direction there. Okay, you know what? Maybe having another scout team wouldn't be the end of the world. Yeah, maybe that's something that we should go for after this. Yeah, go for a little bit of better storage. Then we could work on some of the others. Well, you know what? We still have 17 days left, so we're not exactly short on things. Let's see. What are you guys doing? You are upgraded. That is nice. You guys didn't cost steam cores. Let's see, what would come next? Yeah, they cost us steam core. I don't think I necessarily realized that when we upgraded them earlier on. You know what? Maybe if for some reason we needed to, we could dismantle this and save a steam core. So if we just had one really efficient one, although it does say 2 automatons in the coal industry. So, you know what? Maybe... Okay, never mind. Maybe that was a necessary choice. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I think the resource depot is going to be a necessity, because we may not be able to outscale our usage at a certain point. We may not be able to produce more than we need, so if we have a buffer, that's probably advisable. And then from there, where do we want to go? Oh, industrial hothouse. That would cost us more, but we can get more food. We are going to have to put an automaton in there if we are going to reach our objective, which would free up these guys to do some other jobs, but at the same time too, it's not necessarily a fantastic situation. Alright, either way, let's go ahead and save some coal by turning those off. That is all well and good. That's always going to be up and running. These things are more than good enough. And then, alright, we should fire off the next emergency shift. That is all fine. Yeah, discontent is being balanced out fairly well right now, so I'm not too concerned. It does have the... Yeah, everybody's living near fighting arenas. And then promises fulfilled. Yeah, we're doing better on hope. Discontent isn't as bad as it could be. That is what we care about. Let's check our coal. I know the scouts just arrived, but before I forget, if we have one working, we have a buffer of about 50 coal per day. Alright, well that's not terrible. It's not much of a margin, but it is a margin nonetheless. Alright, let's go ahead and see. Where are these guys? Over here in the South Pass. Steep rock faces protect us from the wind, but we fear a rock slide could happen at any moment. Alright, let's search the area quickly then. Traversing the narrow pass while avoiding the falling rocks and small avalanches was perilous, but we managed to get through. The observations made from the pass revealed several sites in the area worth exploring. Snowy Hill and the Frozen Pond. Right. We'll take that timber and let us keep on rolling. I think... Frozen Pond could be good. Maybe food. Snowy Hill. That might actually send up more things back in this direction, but we already have... How much resources? 317, 200. I think we'll go to the Snowy Hill, we'll make our way to the Frozen Pond, and then we'll rotate back to the city. I think that way we'll get as much bang for our buck as possible. These guys are almost at the Barren Hollow. Still a couple of hours out. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a pickle, I think. It's kind of a tough one. Also, too, I see some people work. Let's go ahead and... Let's see, efficiency breakdown. What do we even gain through this exactly? Worker, resting. No, that's not one attendance. Yeah, let's go ahead and send them over there. Let's see if we can heal up everybody. We want that progress happening. Tech's still coming along. We should be fine. Yeah, I think the biggest trick is going to be managing out our workshop efficiency and seeing that we can do the best that we can. In fact, I wouldn't even think it's crazy if we necessarily created another one just to see what we could upgrade. Alright, so 5 fewer engineers for our infirmary. That would give us a much better efficiency. That would take us from 3 to... Yeah, so instead of from... Wait a second, how is our efficiency so good for 3 workers? Oh, right, we have the extra modifier from transplants. Right, so... Yeah. That is a choice. We could also go for housing. That would be nice as well. I didn't think about the housing. All right, you know what? I think for now we're going to quickly pick up the... We're going to pick up the resource depot. Then we'll go for the large resource depot. And then that should deal with a lot of our issues there. In fact, you know what? At the moment, we don't have a stack of timber. So let us go over here and we'll switch this over to coal. Actually, do we care about coal? Yeah, well, it should be fine. We'll keep an eye on our timber instead. So if for some reason something does, if that does get close to cap, we will at least start to use that a little bit better, I think. But that should be fine. And then, yeah, we'll make sure that that public house is always open, just on the off chance that something goes, that people, that I forget. We want people to be looked after. It should make people a lot happier. The public house, what does this do? Let's just double check. A place for people to meet over drinks and let off steam. Reduces discontent. Okay, so the more efficient it is, the more discontent we burn away. That's not too bad. But again, with only one sick person, they should be back fairly quickly. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right, and the scouts are at the Barren Hollow, so let's explore. And it's another waypoint. Bother. Alright, let's see. Our search hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to reach some more promising locations from here. Rock formation and an isolated shelter. Alright, carry on, my good sirs. Let's go down to the isolated shelter. Who knows, if we can find some survivors, that'd be nice. If not, we'll head back to the rock formation. Yeah, and then we'll rotate back. That is hopefully to our advantage. In fact, I may even think it's worth going up another level of tech soon if we can, just to make sure that we are, we're able to gain, what is it? I think it's faster scouts? No, additional scouts. We could probably deal with the slightly reduced manpower. I really do think we could. And then there's even the boosted scouts, which would be really nice, but that's going to cost us 11 hours of research, which is quite a lot. Okay, well, let's see. Actually, all things considered, we actually have 10 people working at the hothouse. If we threw an automaton in there, that would free them up. That would give us another scout, as well as an extra 5 workers lying around. That would work. That would fix up a lot of issues for us. Do we just go for the large depot so we have them available in the future? It's a tricky decision. Also, too, if we don't go for these upgrades... yeah, these upgrades just give us a better 10%, and I think it's 10% over again. So that would take us up to, what's that, about 265 a day, and then that'll take us to 60, so about 280 in total if we get both of these. That's an extra 40. This gives us an extra 400, an extra, 360, which is ridiculous. So this is far better than that, although these don't cost steam cores. So it is a bit of a choice. We're doing okay on our timber, on our wood growth at the moment. That's fine. It is a decision. Also, if we go for the industrial hothouse, we'll have proper food, which would be really nice. But at the same time, too, if we're working 24 hours, that may not even be a necessity for us. The hothouse insulation, though, hang on a second, that could be important. This will stop running if we hit a certain threshold, but I think... yeah, we can do that over the next couple of days, so that's not something we need to do right now, but we will need to pick that up. Let's go for... oh man, this is so difficult to decide what we want. Let's go ahead and just pick up the housing, I think. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pick up the house. We're going to upgrade and make sure that everybody stays warm. Then we'll go for the difference engine. Maybe even go for a house redesign. Or maybe we just wait for the house redesign before we pick up and pay for the renovations. Because again, that will give us cheaper. Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit of a pickle trying to figure out exactly what we want to do. But you know what? I think we'll figure that all out in the next one. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.